Hello, welcome back to the next video in this series. And in this video, we are going to discuss about extension points provided as out of the box in real-time container service. So the first one which we are going to discuss is map extended request properties, which is an extension data transform. Generally use it for mapping any additional query string parameters from the GET request. Okay. As you know, right, the real-time container is supported with both post and get methods. We already discussed about post method, and we are also using that post method using our postman for hitting the container API. So I will show you the sample get service request. So here you can see, right? So this is the endpoint URL, and after the endpoint URL, we have a question mark followed by a few query string parameters like subject ID, context name, container name, channel, direction, application ID, and placements, and also yeah. So these are all called as query string parameters. Okay. You can also add your own query string parameters over here. And those will be available for you as parameters in the param page. Okay. So you can just copy those parameters onto the request page by using this data transform, which is map extended request properties. Let us quickly navigate to this particular data transform by opening the container API. So we have opened the container API. Let me go to the methods section and go to the get and open the handle container request v4 get. Okay. And so here we are calling handle container execution v4. Open this activity. Okay. So under this activity, the step number 6, you can see the extension DT to map the service properties. Okay. And in the step number 5, we have a when condition. Okay. If param dot method type is equal to get, then we are skipping the whens. That means these steps will execute. So if it is not get method, then continue once the second one condition will be executing. If the method is post, then we are jumping to another or later step called prepare post data. Okay, so that means whenever the method type is get, then only the step number 5 and 6 will be executed. Okay, now in the step number 5, okay, as you can see, the subject ID, channel, container name, subject ID, context name, external ID, and the placements are being mapped to the request properties, as you can see here. And this is the final activity. If you want to add additional mapping to the request page from the additional query string parameters which are being passed, we cannot modify this. So that is why they have provided an extension data transform, which is being called in the step number 6. So wherein you can just save as this into your application rule set and then do the additional mapping. So here they have already given few mapping for the context key and context value. So unlike the post method, see in the post method we can send the context as an array, but in the get method we can only send one context. Okay, by passing the context key and the context value as a query string parameters, as you can see here, right? So here we have okay. So one second. So what are actually required? A context key and a context value, right? So if I go back to the sample get URL over here, here they haven't provided that context key and context value. But if you want to provide them, you can just put ampersand symbol over here and the context key is equal to value and the context value is equal to value. So you can pass those values, and this data transform is responsible for mapping them to request dot context page. Okay. Uh, by the way, this data transform is getting executed on the dot request page. That means whatever the context we are trying to set in the left hand side, it will be coming from the request primary context. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, we are not going to set any values as of now. So it's just an informational uh, kind of thing which I can provide you. So you can just try on your own by invoking the get method from the postman and by passing additional parameters. Or you can just test the container by clicking on actions run and just trace it and identify whether the additional parameters are being set or not. Okay. Now, yeah, in the next video, we are going to learn about the pre-container validations. See you in the next video. Thank you.